But West Africa, you guys were selling your stuff off, and so were the Caribbeans.
Wait.
Okay.
This is all mind games.
I don't want to go down the tangent that she's speaking on, talking about who was selling. She's clearly not got that much. She's not articulating herself well. She's got a stupid point to make. Can we get back to? I'm so sorry, Lama.
I show my face and you show your face, right? If you don't say that you are from Caribbean, and if I don't say I'm from Africa, right, they'll see us as the same people standing there.
Go ahead, turn on your camera, please.
This is all mind games, man.
No, it's not a mind game.
This is all mind games. Listen,
So,
I can't take these.
yeah, so if you look at me, no, listen, if you look at me now, what will you say about me? Which race will you put me? Which category will you put me?
Thank you, Kandaki. Go ahead, Richie. Richie-san, let us know what your ethnic background is and where you're based.
All right, to set some context, I'm 21 from London. My mum is of Nigerian and Jamaican heritage, and my dad is of Bajan heritage and Cuban heritage. So when I say Bajan, I mean from the Bahamas.
Hey, this is Editing Coley. Clearly, as you can see, I was in the middle of reading, so I didn't even notice when he said he has a parent that is Bajan, but then made reference to the Bahamas. At this point, I had been on live for about 12 or 13 hours. So at times, if I'm reading, I will zone out. Just know that this person is not Caribbean heritage. He is lying.
I'm mainly here to sort of contest your first point. Sorry, can you guys hear me, by the way?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I'm mainly here to contest your first point on is Black British being used to raise Caribbean identity. I'm not fully sure what you meant by that, so I just wanted to clarify before I sort of raising my own point.
Yeah, of course. Okay. So when I got into it with the people that were West African heritage that were mocking or insulting Caribbean people, and we had our arguments online and so on these lives, right? When I addressed one of the people that were Nigerian, who I posted that on my page and people saw that. And I was addressing his disrespect and told him basically to mind his business. It's nothing to do. You don't speak on our community, you don't disrespect our community. That was essentially what it was, right? He said he can say what he wants because he's got Jamaican friends, even though he was insulting and saying Jamaican women are whores and so on and so forth. So with that in mind, people then came through and said, look, no, we're all Black British at the end of the day. And I said no, because first of all, we have our separate identities in the UK. That is our structure. We are very ethnicity focused in Britain. We all know that. White people have their ethnic groups, Asians have their ethnic groups, Black people have their ethnic groups, and so do mixed race people. It's a separate race as well. That's just the system in the UK. You're either Black British Caribbean or Black British African. That is how it is. It's in our census, our population data, our job applications where you sign in your diversity and inclusion data. That's just what it is in Britain. So this whole, no, we're all Black, like don't say anything because we're all Black British is mad to me. Now, I've been hearing this from West African people, right? Then it drew me to the fact that a guy has gone and made a documentary who's also Nigerian heritage on what so-called Black British culture is. I said there's no such thing as Black British culture. There's Black British Caribbean culture. I know what that is. And then there are different West African communities and different African communities as a whole. So there's no such thing as like this whole Black British culture. What he did though was educated his American audience and referenced nothing but Caribbean heritage culture. Even though he then said, yeah, I'm West African influence and didn't say what it was. So I said, number one, is it being used when people are using it? Are they using it? Is it being weaponized to erase Caribbean heritage in the UK, right? And our contributions? Is it being used to silence, right, as well, Caribbean heritage people? Because it's one of the responses when I responded to people that have been disrespectful. Is that what's happening? Is it an attempt at erasing Caribbean heritage identity? When I raise these questions, many of the people that have come through who are West African heritage have argued that what we deem to be so-called Black British Caribbean culture is just everyone's, referencing grime and so on, which is a Caribbean heritage art form, and so is drum and bass and jungle and all the rest of it. And I said, okay, if you feel that way, then what is the West African influence? And no one's been able to respond. But they say, no, we're all Black, so it's all of ours. I don't like that, because that's not a thing. So that's what I mean. Is that clearer? That's why you can piss off them banter, innit? Who told you to be here? You don't have to be. No one's forcing you. Was that clear for you? I can't hear you. I think you're on mute, Richie. No, you're not. But I can't hear you though.
Oh,
Yeah, I can hear you.
okay. I see where you're coming from. I definitely do believe that, you know, over the last few decades, Caribbean identity has been weaponized in some form of fashion by Africans. On my mother's side, some of the stuff I've heard from family regarding like when I did certain sort of hairstyles has been like, it's been mad. I won't lie to you. Even speaking to some of my African friends when I was younger, what I'd hear about Jamaican women in particular. I don't know why Jamaica is always like the figurehead for Caribbean identity, but always Jamaican women this, they're loose, they're this, they're that, which is just insane. Just bright people, some of them. But first of all, I want to start with, I would never want to sort of use personal afflictions and personal attacks to generalize a group of people and create points. And based off of that, I always go off what is the predominant cultural facts and the predominant cultural norms. And to me, I feel like in sort of coming up with your point, you sort of gone over you've answered your question in some way of form. So like you said, in the UK, we have many sort of ethnic groups to further identify ourselves with. For example, I'm in the corporate scene, right? Whenever I'm applying for an internship, I never have to just put black. I can always put black Caribbean, black African,
Right.
black other. So my thing is, that doesn't necessarily, for me, that already shows that the black British identity hasn't sort of erased Caribbean identity. Actually, I think it's highlighted in the sort of systemic way the sort of influence of black Caribbean people, and the very fact that we can actually identify ourselves personally with that, which a lot of other black people mind you, in this world cannot do, already shows that there is a distinction that the UK at least makes, and that shows that we do have importance, we do have sex in this society, and same with Africans and same with other ethnic groups. My other point was, I think I've been here quite a while, so I don't want to regurgitate what other people have already said, but it's your standard, you know, there's a huge intrinsic cultural similarity between Caribbeans and Africans. In my culture in Cuba, the impact of particularly I think it's Yoruba people has been immense to our sort of cultural understanding, the way in which you do things. And I feel like saying black British doesn't necessarily negate, it doesn't have to negate Caribbeanness in and of itself, but actually it kind of does the opposite, in my opinion. It's showing that there's a huge confluence within black ethnic groups, and actually, even though we have so many different ways of living and so many different cultures and backgrounds that make us who we are, there's still this thing of black British identity. So when faced with this idea of oppression, living in a country that we are not from, there we have that thing to rely on, this unified front that we can use to fight oppression head on. And if you actually look at the history of like BLM and other historically black-led movements in the UK, it's always been a combination of both Caribbean and African. And so it would only make sense to have that sort of identity there, black British. And of course, you can always go back to identifying as others.
Sorry, what did you say? I'm so sorry. I had to check something. You said Caribbean and West African heritage people. It's an amalgamation of that where in terms of what, sorry?
I think the black British identity, so both African and Caribbean, when we speak of the identity, it's a confluence of both cultures, so everything is combined as one. Now, of course, you can say that there is more influence in certain aspects coming from one culture. This will always range, or will always vary depending on the industry. So when it comes to sort of grind in the UK rap scene, you could argue that perhaps the Jamaicans have more dominant culture there. When it comes to things like, I don't know, sort of breaking into the professional realm, you see a lot more representation from Africans, or even higher education, or something like that. So there's always a mix, a varying sort of level of dominance. And I guess it's important to recognize that, but at the end of the day, we're all black British. That's my main point.
You couldn't resist, not you. I know you could not resist.
I'm trying to resist though. I did. Of course, I heard it. Only time will tell. Of course, I heard it. Nonsense.
Could not
Oh no,
really.
did I
I
did I
heard
say
it.
something I shouldn't have?
I heard him
it all. I
twice,
heard it.
and I was like, really, you really let me tell you that Caribbean
Cheating.
Black
Yes, it did.
Caribbean bill bill England. So don't come up here and say West African. Black Caribbeans actually made the way for West Africans to actually go to England. Don't get it twisted. It was not West Africans.
It was a combination of both. If you look at the sort of Windrush.
What do you mean by they made the way?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No,
What do you mean by they made the way? What do you mean by that?
So
wasn't,
hold on,
so
wait.
if you look at the King and the Queen,
Wait.
fighting
Of
West
course,
Indians,
and
not
this is the thing.
Africans.
This is the thing. I'm so glad you guys are clocking this. That's why I allow people to speak as long as I do. Okay, this is literally the reason. Because everyone clocked it. Look, everyone saw it. Everyone saw it. Because what everyone heard was basically, because this is what you said. I'm just gonna like sum it up. Yes, Black British culture, which isn't a thing, by the way, so I don't agree. It doesn't exist. It's not a thing. It's not a thing because we're not all like a culture. It's not a thing. But you said has influences from Caribbean people, which is like, you know, grime, like, you know, the music grime, yeah. And then the West African influences like the professional sector, like corporate, you know. Hold on. You're taking me for a mug. You said.
I apologize if that came off like offensive.
Well, what do you mean? Because this is the thing. We've had people do this. It's not new. That's why everyone clapped it immediately. It's grime. Caribbean grime, which for one is just so disrespectful because apparently it was only grime. Okay, and then the other side is like the professional side of things, which is the West African influence. Is that what you're saying?
Like obviously my examples weren't the best. I'm like a my parents usually say no sabo kid, right? Because I'm not really in tune with like my native cultures as much. But yeah, I couldn't think of like the most specific things in my head. It was only mainly the first things that came to my head. So like UK slang, rap, language, the way in which the English dialects has developed over time, obviously has a strong Caribbean influence. And I also wanted to compare that to the sort of education, where when Africans come in, they come in with a certain sort of mindset, which I think is also influential and inspiring, and it allows them to break through barriers. And if you actually look at Black leaders that always come in to give university talks, because I'm in university, right? They're always of Black African heritage. And so I just wanted to draw a similarity there. I didn't want to make it seem as if I'm saying one is better than the other. But yeah.
Did you know that we fought in the World War, in World War II? Did you know that?
1 million.
Did you know that we built King's Cross Station and other stations?
Did you know Africans fought in World War II as well?
Did you know?
Right, I was going to say Africans have also fought in World War II.
And do you know what happened to the
No, but
Africans
how
that
come
fought
I'm
in
telling you
World
what
War II?
out? So if Africans fought in World War II, why wouldn't you say
Right.
that Caribbeans fought in World War II too, since you know that? Why would you not include that and just talk about grime? I don't get it.
You brought up World War II, not me.
You fought
I'm
in World
confused.
War II. Hold on. You fought in World War II, we fought in World War II. But you only mentioned, you didn't say, oh, Caribbeans fought in World War II and Africans fought in World War II.
I never mentioned or do any war at all, mind you.
No, but that's a contribution to British culture.
I'm confused. No, but I never mentioned that as a contribution
Oh,
to
she
UK culture.
she asked about black British culture, not British.
Yes, so that's
culture.
black British culture. That's
It's
our
not.
culture. We've contributed to the World War II. We've contributed to building the Industrial Revolution.
Right, along
That's
with many other
afterwards.
ethnicities.
That wasn't.
Let's sum it up like
during,
this. Let's sum it up
No,
like
it's not
this.
afterwards.
Let's sum it up
Of course
like
it
this.
is.
So let's sum it up like this. As far as Black British so-called culture, Richie, as far as that is concerned, because again, I don't believe that it exists.
Me neither. Me neither.
Right, but the interesting is you seem to, because then what you referenced was you referenced music and slang, and then you referenced education and
Right. I think it all makes up to the
Now,
Black British
okay.
identity, not culture.
Okay, because my thing is this, innit? The point is that there's this attempt at suggesting that there is such a thing as Black British culture and identity as a whole, where we're all Black British. You have a shared identity and a shared culture, which is a lie. And then when we start talking about, okay, what are the contributions then to, if you believe that it's a thing, to the so-called Black British culture then, for people outside of the UK, if they were to look in and say, this is Black British culture, yeah, I recognise that. Okay, then, if that's the case, seeing as we all share it, what is the West African influence? That's what I've been asking, and no one can answer that question. You're saying that you don't believe it's a thing. So if you don't believe it's a thing, you don't need to answer the question.
No, I think there's a misunderstanding. I don't believe, like you said, I don't believe there's a singular Black British culture, because that linguistically doesn't make sense. What I do believe is that there is a Black British identity. Identity is a more encompassing term that can accommodate for different cultures. That's why I said I was intentional. I said, I believe there's a Black British identity that exists in the UK, but not the latter.
And so that identity for you is grime and slang for Caribbean
people. Don't get caught up on the examples.
For African people. That's the identity.
No, I apologize for the examples. Like I said, I was just thinking on my feet, and that was like as a North Sabo kid, that was the first thing that was coming to my mind. But of course, like I later clarified, there's more things to it. There's also the linguistic development of the English language that Jamaicans have contributed to. The food, festivals, the way in which we celebrate cultures in the UK has completely revolutionized due to Caribbean influence. I should have, obviously, now that we're speaking about it more, it's coming to mind. But that was just, don't get caught up in the examples, because I don't want that to do that.
The reason why is because the examples for you were honourable and the examples for us were urban and ghetto.
What's the UV us? I'm 75% Caribbean.
It's okay. I don't care.
I'm just educated, I guess.
Before I forget, because someone was like, oh, but it's crazy to get onto him because those were examples you gave. I never gave examples, right, of Caribbean people being uneducated or less educated and African people being hyper educated and in the corporate world. I've never done that. I talked about people on the outside of the UK, what they would deem to be so-called Black British culture, unfortunately, is obviously going to be linked to entertainment and so on and so forth, because that's how it is in every culture in every part of the world. If I look at a community from another country and I think of what their culture is, the only thing I'm going to think of, especially if I've not been there, is their music and food. That's just how it is. It's life, okay? Unless you've gotten there and you've immersed yourself. So my next question was, okay then, what is the so-called West African contribution? Because there's a guy right now who's done a documentary, it's on YouTube, who's Nigerian, who has made a video to educate people on what Black British culture is, and only referenced Caribbean heritage culture. That's what's happened. So please, just hush.
Literally,
anyway.
My only thing is, it's the sentiment behind it. For example, you gave a really good example: no blacks, no Irish, no dogs. Now, I always say, because I'm a law student, and it's always important to read beyond what's the words there and actually see the sentiment behind it. And so you are absolutely correct to say that the brunt of that was experienced by Jamaican people and other Caribbean people living in the UK who came during the Windrush. But it's also true that same sentiment then transitioned onto African peoples that moved later en masse during the 70s and 80s. The second thing I wanted to bring up was there are also a significant number of, well, not as significant as the Caribbeans, but there's also a lot of Africans that moved into the UK during the Windrush, during World War. They fought for the UK during the World War and set up base in the UK afterwards. And so I just don't like this idea of it's the Jamaicans and it's the Caribbeans that set the standard and paved the way. It was that's why I believe it's
individual contributions.
I always dislike the way in which these discourses tend to go, because I've got relatives that call themselves indigenous to Jamaica, Arawaks, or Mayo, and whatever the case may be, because they're so embarrassed of this idea of Africa, whether that came from them being sold into slavery or the modern day depictions of Africa. It always leads to this sort of negative, at least from what I've observed with Caribbeans and speaking with my people.
So
it seems that there's
hold on 1 second, brother. 1 second, brother. So, Rich, you said you're partially Caribbean, right? So what do you know? So when your family say that Arawaks, what do you know of the Arawakan people?
Well,
of that tribe?
Not much, but from what I've gathered, they seem to be indigenous to Jamaican and neighboring islands, and they were here before the British sort of colonized Africa and then brought enslaved people onto.
You mean colonized the Americas?
Yeah, because they didn't colonize Africa at this point.
Sorry, yeah, that's my mistake. I believe it was either the Portuguese, or I think it was the Portuguese that brought slaves onto the Caribbean.
The Spanish went to Jamaica and colonized them. So the colonies and enslaved the indigenous people there and abused them and so on and so forth. And then eventually brought in West African slaves as well.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. My point is just like that's where these conversations usually lead. It leads to a lot of hate, delineation based off of not wanting to associate with something that they see as negative, rather than actually getting to the crux of the issue, which I just find is so counterproductive.
And you shared your criticism of Caribbean heritage people that you believe do that, and what is your criticism of West African heritage people that insult and mock Caribbean people?
Can I just confirm that you said that his parents think that his family say that they're indigenous to
family? No, family, friends. So not necessarily like people that I'm immediately related to, but like obviously people within my wider family have said those kinds of comments. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Which I just find crazy.
So go ahead. My question, please.
Sorry, what was your question?
Yeah, what are your criticisms for the West African people that mock and insult Caribbean people? The people I've had to respond to and address.
Sure. They're disgusting. I think that they have a complete misunderstanding of what Caribbean people are influenced into, not even just the UK, the entire world. And I think that mainly stems from, again, the same thing that I've been talking about, this idea of wanting to separate from what is perceived as negative. So their idea of blackness, they want to separate from. And it stems from self-hate. It's just degenerate behavior. I think it's not just the older generation. I've heard a lot of people, Africans, come on your live and tell you that it's mainly the elder generation. No, I believe it's all facets of Africans that hold these views, from the youngest to the oldest. When my brother's coming back from school and I'm hearing words like "af this," "peps this," and all of this, and then "jamo" or whatever. I'm just sitting here like, where are you learning these words from? You're 12, and so I know that this is a repeating cycle that it happens within different African communities and the way in which they view Caribbeans. They see it as a competition. They see it as though there's a hierarchy and they want to be at the top of it. I can go on for ages, but at the end of the day, I believe that, just to sum it all up, it's a self-hate on both sides, and these sorts of discourses are never fruitful. That's my opinion.
You don't think these discourses are fruitful?
In my humble, I mean, listen.
You know what I will say though? What I find interesting is, just generally speaking, I'm seeing a heavy policing of how Caribbean heritage people speak or how we respond to the stuff that we've been seeing recently. And it's always, you shouldn't fight fire with fire, or no, it's wrong. This isn't right that you're saying this, or this is unhelpful. What is it going to change? What is it going to fix? No, this is division. There's a lot of that I'm hearing in response to my response, but I don't see it in the spaces or in the content, in the comment section, or people that go onto lives or whatever of people calling out the behavior that I'm addressing. I don't see it. I'm waiting. When I see people who are of West African backgrounds go into these spaces and tell people to stop and tell people to shut up and start doing it because it's not helpful, it's not fruitful to do, then I won't have anything to say. You know, there's a woman that made a video for whatever reason because she just couldn't help it, I guess. She woke up, she was in bed, and then she decided to just talk about Jamaicans. She's Nigerian, so she says, you know, Jamaicans, like, their language, all they're speaking is they're speaking Nigerian pidgin. That's all they're speaking. Like that part of that stuff they speak back home, she said, they're just speaking Nigerian pidgin. They're just da 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 da. I got tagged in the shit. I responded. I said, at this point, like, it's coming like it's obsessive. I said something to the effect of, this is just obsessive at this point. Because who wakes up randomly and decides to do this as a video? It's random. It's obsessive. Someone who's been on my lives in the chat, come through, because they don't like what I talk about. So they somehow found that video, found my comment, and just went into my comment and said, "You wish we were obsessed with you." And I looked at it and I bust out laughing because I said, how do you watch that video, ignore the video, and then just respond to me and say, you wish we were obsessed? Address the fact that there's a big ass elephant in your face right now in the room doing exactly what I said I keep seeing. Address that, but you can't do it. So then I start thinking there's something dodgy going on. And I'm going to start thinking, you want this to happen and you like when it's happening. I don't. So I'm going to call it out, and I don't want to hear any more, it's wrong, it's not helpful, shouldn't fight fire with fire, this and the third. When I see an influx of people go into the videos that I am talking about and telling these lot to stop their nonsense, then I'll believe you. Until then, I don't believe it. Simple as. So I will continue to talk on it. Anyway, let me bring more people in. Let's debate your ethnicity and where you're based, and then it will be Arawak Prince, and then Nightingale, and then Lama. So go ahead. Let's debate. Are you alive? Okay, you can try to come up again. I gotta bring a bunch of other people through anyway. So Arawak Prince, ethnic background, where you're based, and then Nightingale, and then Lama.
Right, cool. London, Jamaican, Cuban, Arawak, West Indian.
Okay, go ahead.
Is Black British being used to erase character? Yes, it is. You know, I know I'm an older man, and I know that, you know, growing up in London, England, you know, even though we have melanated skin, we don't always identify to be the same thing. Even in a work situation, you know, the people identify, you know, if you're African, you're African. If you're West Indian, you're West Indian. Nobody goes around and say that they're Black British. In reality, in London, nobody says that. People identify with, you know, the nationality where they come from. Yes, I do. If you're talking about music, like Afrobeats and these type of things, I don't know. Might be.
Have we spoken before?
He probably brings panel, I think.
Serena, is this the same one?
No, that's not Unscrupulous, no.
No, but there was someone else too.
Yeah, Arawak Prince was on there. I don't know if you two did catch up. I can't remember. So, I don't know. Arawak, you catch up with Cody?
Oh, I think you guys spoke on Majestic Live. If I'm
No. I got into it with two of you. And then you both got mad, and then you dropped and got all upset and all this weird shit. Was that you?
So,
yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, of course you don't. I should have known from when you said I don't know. Have we, please? You'd remember if you talked to me. Look at me, please. Okay, now Nightingale, your ethnic background, where you're based, and then Lama.
I am Black. I'm from Jamaica, and
okay.
Yeah, I have always been Black from West Africa, but anyways, Yeah, I was. I'm normally keeping up for the Africans. I really love African, and I know Africans have been through a lot and a lot of struggles with the Western world taking their resources and stuff like that. But the Africans need to stop trying to like grouping us in with them, as in like their culture is not Jamaican culture. Um, and while sometimes I'm normally who sometimes I'm not. Can someone mute? Can that person
Well,
mute?
is that not you?
Sorry, I'm
Sometimes,
always still
Hold
on.
on.
Sorry.
All right.
yeah.
Thank you.
Some
Okay, go ahead.
some yeah. So sometimes I will be on the FPA panel, and I am actually going back and forth with FPAs, right? And some of them would like the West Africans would like say, "Oh, your FPAs are slave babies," and I'm like, I am a slave baby as well. And yeah, I sometimes feel kind of disrespectful towards me as well. But the other day I was listening to I think it was a Cameroonian that went on his live and playing a Cameroonian song, and that song sound exactly like reggae and dancehall, like, and the singer was using patois in the song, and I said to him like, that kind of sounds like reggae. You know what that guy said to me? Jamaicans are aggressive and Jamaicans are not creative. All they do is aggression, especially in the dancehall. And I'm like, seriously, after you're using a song with patois in it, you're saying Jamaicans are not creative. And Jamaicans have contributed to West Africa as well. I think it was Dr. Cicely Williams has discovered I think she discovered one of the issues that most children that born in West Africa with a protein deficiency. So yeah, I think the West Africans need to stop trying to take from our culture and not give respect towards the culture. That's all I need to do. Just say that okay.
Generally speaking, the where I'm at is I've said it multiple times. Just don't be disrespectful. Show respect. Give people credit where it's due, and that's it. But I don't know why so many people that I've engaged with find it so difficult, or why I have to pull it out of them. There are only 4 people, like I mentioned before, that I can think of off the top of my head that I didn't have to pull anything out of them. They just said it straight. There was the Irish Nigerian dude, the Liverpudlian Nigerian dude, there was the Angolan dude, and there was someone else. And it was easy. I literally sat there and I said, I can't lie. I've been caught off guard here. And I didn't expect you to say this. Couple of them got a bit of backlash and heat from their own community, but I was chuffed because I said this is the thing. I don't have problems giving credit where it's due. Like I said, if we were to talk about music alone, as far as like Afrobeats is concerned, original Afrobeats, it's theirs. It's theirs. I don't take credit for it like that. Or like that's their music. Like cool. It's not hard for me to do that. Is the point. But it gets very uncomfortable and weird when we start talking about things that are Caribbean heritage. Now it's just everyone's. It's just an open for all. We're all the same. We all share. It's weird. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's flipping like why? You get me?
But the thing is, we love our African but it's like sometimes they really need to just show respect. Also, I think the reggaeton, the Jamaican the reggaeton is like being used, and now credit is being shown to Jamaica as well. A lot of
Thankfully, they
things
kept it in the name. Thankfully, you get me? Thankfully, they just kept it.
All right.
Reggae. I'm hearing my voice echoing, guys. Who's that? People need to go on mute. Alright, boom. Let me bring in some other people. Okay, Lama. Ethnic background and where you're based, please. Guys, let's get this up to 100,000 ASAP and send me pretty things because you know I like pretty things. Roses, donuts, because I'm hungry and I've only had one toilet break and I've been sitting here since last night. Yeah. Bunny rabbits, galaxies, wells, just pretty things. Surprise me. Show me something I hadn't seen before. But show me love. This needs to get up to 100K. And you know I sit here for time. You're the third person to say this stupid shit. Oh, Coley's a Ghanaian name, bro. My name isn't Coley because of a Ghanaian name or influence. It's a nickname from my actual name. That's it. No one was in my school.
I was gonna ask how you pronounce it.
Hearing it. Everything's just gotta be yours, and it. Oh my gosh!
No,
like,
that's literally not what I was gonna say, darling.
Kids that watch this, the Caribbean kids in my school didn't go, oh, let's think of a Ghanaian name to give her. No, my name was what it was, and then my nickname came off my actual name. Simple as that. Same when you call Bobby Bob, it come off my name. It's nothing to do with you. Please stop. Like, it's actually weird. It's weird. Okay. It's nothing to do with you. Sorry, I know you want it to be, but it's just not. I can't help it.
I'm actually Caribbean myself.
Yeah, Lama. You're ethnic background. Sorry, where are you based?
I actually have a weird background. I am a mix. Okay. So I'm from Barbados, I'm from Eritrea, and I'm Congan as well. So like I'm from Congo. So I'm from East Africa, West Africa, and the Caribbean.
Who are you? So which parent is what?
Okay, okay, so mother's from Eritrea, dad is half Congo, half Barbados.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah,
got you.
I wasn't asking like how do you say. I was like, I didn't like mean any disrespect when I was like asking your name. It was like, how do you pronounce it? Do you pronounce it Coley or Collie? That was what I was gonna ask.
No, it wasn't you. It wasn't you that I was responding to.
Oh, okay, because I thought you were responding to me.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I was responding to someone that was saying that my name is a Ghanaian name.
Oh,
they think it's Ghanaian influenced because everything is.
Yeah, I understand that, but like for me, as someone that grew up with like a Caribbean family. And also grew up with an African family from both sides. I understand the tension, but I also don't understand the animosity.
Sorry, I'm so sorry, darling. Just 1 second. Cash Cobain, I'm blocking you because you're annoying me. Stop spamming stupid shit in my chat. No one said all Africans. I haven't said all Africans. Yet you're here saying you blame all Africans. Just shut up. Read a book. Try that. It'll give you peace of mind. Lord, I'm tired. Go ahead, Lama. Sorry about that. Continue.
No, that's fine, darling. But like, majority, like, I hate to be like those pacifist people that are always like, oh guys, don't fight, we're all better than this. But like, it's very black v black at the moment. Like, I grew up in an East African household and a West African household. Like I
can hear it. Lama, your mic's a bit muffled.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, much better. Yeah, much better.
I grew up in an East African household and a West African household, and the East African household, like we had like our version of like a Negro type shit, like based on your hair, you know. Like I understand everything. I understand the animosity between the two, but at the same time, it blows my mind because.
Are you referring to texturism? Just to clarify. What?
Sorry?
Were you just referring to texturism? I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, texturism, like hair texture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So like I grew up in both households, and it was like, you know, they were all hating each other, like respectfully. You know, my parents shouldn't have been married. Their grandparents weren't happy that they married. You know, that type of shit.
Oh shit! Right.
It was a whole different generation. You know, and my grandma was actually part of the Windrush generation as well. So honestly get that. But it doesn't make sense why we all hate each other, because like I know people whose family, like if you go back a few generations, their family were the ones that was selling people off. They were the ones that were getting people onto the fucking ships. Okay? So respectfully, we are each other's enemies, and it shouldn't be like that.
Well, we weren't selling no one, so you're gonna have to specify who was selling who.
It was everybody.
You know what I mean? Like, what the?
Respectfully,
Be specific,
it was
like, do you know what I
everybody.
mean? Like, that's
No. Okay, I'm
Just to bring it back
crazy,
to the
it was
question on the
everybody. It
screen.
wasn't just West Africa that was selling the slaves. It was also in the Caribbean. It was in West Africa. East Africa didn't. They got like colonized by the French, the Italian. They weren't
you're going off
really
on a mad
there.
tangent.
No, they weren't really there. East Africans didn't really get like colonized by Europe. They got mostly
No, they were colonized. They
by
weren't
the
enslaved.
Arabs and the Middle East and stuff like that. But West Africa, you guys were selling your stuff off, and so were the Caribbeans.
Wait.
Okay.
This is not mind games.
Can I don't want to go down the tangent that she's speaking on, talking about who was selling. She's clearly not got that much. She's not articulating herself well. She's got a stupid point to make. Can we get back to? I'm so sorry, Lama. I'm so sorry.
To each other.
Lama, what did you say?
Let me specify my points. Okay.
Who did Caribbean sell? Who?
Okay, I mean this like as a factual thing. You guys can search it up. We are our worst enemies. Because capitalism still exists to this day. It's a big thing, right?
No.
Babe, you're not making no sense. What you're trying to argue is that the transatlantic slave trade was at the beginning perpetrated by Africans who were capturing other Africans, selling them to the whites, and then getting stuff back from them. That is correct. That is a fact. And unfortunately, that is a part of our history. However, what you're then saying is that Caribbeans were selling one another. By the time the black people reached the Caribbean, they didn't have the power to sell nobody, babe.
Hold on.
So
I
just want to get back to the topic on the screen, babe. Like,
nah, this is mind game, but I can't.
I think I know where you're going, but we didn't go far, so we're gonna just erase what you said.
I'm just trying to understand.
I think she's gonna try and do the more.
No, bro.
The maroon.
I'm waiting to hear who did they sell?
We did sell our own people. It was across the ocean.
No.
yes, that is true.
No, hold on.
Africans sold fellow Africans to the white man. Yes, but that's people.
You guys can't be one side.
Are you trolling?
Wait, hold on.
Troll this conversation.
Yeah, I think she's
Hold on. She's saying that Caribbean people also sold Caribbean people during the slave trade.
Maybe she's confused that a lot of the transatlantic slave trade would land in a Caribbean island first. Would land in a Caribbean island first, and then be sold to America, because they would land in Jamaica, they would land in Cuba, they would land in these first.
But that wasn't the slaves.
Maybe that's what she's on about.
Can I just say
That's not what
something?
she's saying.
I don't know. Can I just say something?
No, this ain't making sense.
People also sold.
Can I say something? I know a lot of you guys want to defend like our Caribbean identity. I understand that.
No, don't do that.
Stop saying that. No, you're not Caribbean, bro.
Don't do that.
Are you rage baiting, girl? Because
that 20% that you have, that 20% that you have, yeah, that don't count. I'm sorry. No, because she tried it. She tried it.
Don't do that.
She tried to get a pass. She tried to get a pass, and look at the fuck that come out of her mouth, though.
Okay.
She tried to infiltrate. Yeah, look at the fuck that.
She's a troll.
Can I just
Everyone's talking about. It's as simple as
she's Somali. She's a Somali troll, guys.
Somalian.
Thank you, SSK. It's as simple as who did they sell. The you said, I've got information about the thingy. Look it up, the thingy.
Actually, she said it was a factual thingy.
You're saying factual, and you're not telling me the facts, though. So I'm asking you the facts, and you're not telling me. I'm saying, who did they sell?
Explain. Can you explain your Somali, babe?
I'm not Somali, love.
You are. You started when you replied. You are Somali, my babe.
What the hell?
I'm Somali. I can tell you're Somali, my babe.
Why would you do that?
She's just a troll. Just get rid of her. She's not here to engage in the conversation. Explain, babe.
To the US. That's why they were part of the transatlantic.
Explain.
They were closer to the US. That's why
she's taking the slave narrative too far now.
Are you saying Caribbean sold people to the Americas?
I'm not saying. I'm saying that everybody that, like, as much as we all
Africans
and Caribbeans.
Hold on. I wanted to answer. Is that what you're saying, Lama?
I'm saying Caribbeans and Africans are the same.
That's not what I asked. That's not what I asked. That's not what she asked. That's not what she asked. She asked
What
you.
did she ask?
Are you saying that Caribbean people sold slaves to America? Was that the question?
That is true.
Okay. That's the question, Lama.
That is true.
Can you name a Caribbean country that did that successfully?
Oh my God. Okay.
How did that happen? Explain it.
Can you name a country that did that?
Wait,
This is mind games.
Wait. Because she might mean.
Jamaica.
Hold on. She might mean in terms of the Brits. You know, because they were colonies set up. She might mean.
That's not what she said.
She said you.
Okay, can you guys all let me talk, please? Okay.
You're talking, but you're making no sense.
I'm so sorry. The Caribbean was actually a central hub. Okay, for sale, exploration. It was a central hub.
And who controlled the Caribbean when that happened?
No.
Who controlled the Caribbean when that was the case?
Listen to me. I'm not on the side of anybody. I don't like the fact that Caribbeans and Africans are fighting.
No. I asked you a question. When the Caribbean was the central hub of slavery, who controlled it?
It's the British, man. The
Who was
Europeans.
controlling it?
Okay. Learn your history. It was actually
You learn history because you're not explaining nothing to me. Who was in control of the Caribbean when it was a central hub for slavery?
The Africans. It wasn't the white people.
Who? It wasn't the white people. You need to get rid of that.
Let me finish.
I'm even here to disagree with the title.
It wasn't a central hub.
Are you talking about?
It was a central hub.
People saw Africans. How does that make sense?
It was a central hub for maritime.
They're selling themselves apparently. What the hell?
This wasn't it. Hold on. I got a little pick me up, but when you use words like exploitation and say that it was Caribbean people selling slaves to America, and they're saying look up your history, and they're using words like thingy, I'm done from there, Annie. So let's move on, bro. What the hell? Bible and Quran is. I can't see the rest of your name. I'm sorry. Ethnic background, please remember you're based. Let's tap up the screen, guys. This needs to get to 100,000.
I was gonna, besides that, ask. You see the first question?
Yeah.
What do you mean by what do you mean by that? Like the term Black British erasing Caribbean identity?
Okay, don't worry. I will answer your question. I'll come to you. Just bear with, because we've got two people before you.
Okay. No worries. My bad.
Yeah, no worries. It's fine. Go ahead. Bible and Quran is. What's your ethnic background? Where are you based?
Thank you very much. I live in Dublin. I'm Nigerian. And good morning.
Dublin.
Sorry, excuse me.
Morning.
I saw you've been live for a very long time. I was at work yesterday night. I came back home. I slept, woke up. You are still live.
I told you. You wake up and you'll see me.
Yeah. So what I was going to say is that when the Jamaicans were going to the UK, it was the same time Africans like Nigerians, they were also going there. But can I finish? Can you let me finish, please?
It's all right, Kanzaki. It's cool. Let me finish. I'll let you respond to it.
Let me finish my point. They were Africans was also going there, but majority of them were going there to study. They study because Nigeria economy was so good. Even Nigerian pound was greater than the British pound with like maybe.
What year was this? Sorry.
I can't remember the year, but can I just finish? Because a lot of professors in Nigeria, even including one of our biggest Pan-African singer, Fela Kuti, they all studied in the UK. They study and they go back. Some of them, they have children there. They go back with their family. But when the Nigeria economy became very bad, some of their children, they began to return back to the UK. So the reason why the Jamaicans, the Caribbean to be precise, are more dominant is because the African people, they went back. They never stayed. They went back to Africa because to Nigeria. I use Nigeria for example because I don't know about other countries. So they went back because Nigeria economy was good. They don't need to stay in the UK, So, and talking about the war as well, World War II, The African people also helped. Yeah, maybe the life is paused. Yeah. Can you hear me? No, I'm just using I'm not saying I'm using Nigeria as far as I know. I know the rest African country. Let me land my plane. Let me land my plane, please. If I land my plane, you can ask me. Yeah, let me land my plane. So even some of my friends who went back to the UK, they were all born there. They never need to stay in the UK because they were rich. They had everything they need in Nigeria. So that is why a lot of Nigerians, that is why you have more Jamaicans and more Caribbean in the UK than other African nations. Like if you come,
yeah, there
Because
was
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
communities
landers
were
that went
invited,
to
but Africans were not invited at the rate that
yeah,
Caribbeans
a
or
lot of
Asians
landers
were.
got
I can only speak of Nigerian. I know Ghanaians are also Commonwealth. I believe a lot of Ghanaians also went to the UK to study, so I can only speak of Nigeria because the people I've seen in Nigeria who studied in the UK, including Fela Kuti. People know Fela around the world. Yeah, Fela he studied in the UK, but he went back to Nigeria and he became a musician.
Do you know the numbers roughly of the
No, I don't know the number.
Nigerians?
I don't know the number because
So
I'm
it's just
just
a
saying
vague.
that they were
This is
also
vague because
going there
I
at
know
that
the
time.
number for the Caribbean people. So, but you're telling me that the Africans were doing whatever over here. They went to
See, you don't get what I'm saying. You don't get my
No, I
point.
understand what you're
said
saying.
the reason why.
I just want figures. I want actual tangible like numbers.
I don't know the numbers, but I know
Do you see
that
how that's not
African people
helpful?
have been going there for a long time. I use Nigeria as an example. I said they go there, they study, and they go back. They don't need to stay because Nigeria economy was good. Our Nigerian pounds was even greater than the British pound with 2 pence.
That was the same for Jamaica though. Like, I don't understand. What's the point that you're making?
They don't need to stay there. They went back.
The way they talk, it's like they actually can't fathom that. Everything that
I don't know how you'd be richer than your own colonial space, but okay.
No, but
Someone just said in the
what I'm
chat.
saying is that I'm not trying to say.
Hold on. Someone just said in the. Am I in time now, guys? By the way.
Yeah, you're good now. You're good.
Oh, thank God, life on earth. Yeah, someone just said in the chat. And they're trying to compete. Again, I wasn't following because I had to pee, and there was a bunch of other madness before, so I couldn't hear a thing. But the little bits I have caught. There always just feel like there's this element of competition that just comes out of the blue. That's the weird thing. Just generally speaking, it seems to just come out of nowhere. It's like one day you just celebrating some shit to do with your community, and then it's like, well, we you know us, we did, we were, and I'm just like, why is that? Why? That's my question. Now stick around, guys, because and it is very covert. I agree with you. I need to bring some others in. So, Adu? Or is it Adu?
Yes, I am here.
Adu, okay. Your ethnic background and where you're based, please. And then it will be Mr. Upper Echelon and then Rainwater 3-1. Mr. Upper Echelon, have I spoken to you before?
You have.
Yes, you have, my beautiful sister.
Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm the Afro-Portuguese guy.
Afro-Portuguese. Okay, cool. Okay, go ahead, Adu.
Okay, my name is Edu from Ghana, currently living in the UK. Yeah. When I first saw your name, that was what I was coming to ask, that Koli, because we have a tribe in Ghana who have the same name, and I can even get you pictures of some of the people that you also look like them as well. So I was like, what's wrong with she saying that she's a black British? No.
When did I say that?
No, like when I look at the topic,
When did I
was
say
asking
that?
myself. No, listen, when I look at the topic, I was asking myself, she's my sister. Why is she saying that other Africans are making it look like we are the ones in charge or whatever?
Like what? I said what? You said I said what?
These are trolls, man. I can't take this.
I said,
no, wait. I said, when I look at your name, right, it's a name in Greater Accra called the Gans. They use those kind of names. So I checked the name and I was like, okay, your name represents a name in Ghana, and you are saying
Most
you
of
are
us have nicknames,
Caribbean,
you know that, right?
right? So what's wrong of...
Sorry, Sorry, I need to address this hair shit. I swear you lot are so weird. Oh my gosh, if everyone is so the same, you wouldn't be so obsessed with my hair. I swear, Dan, it should just be normal for you to see
This
at
is
this
mind
point.
games.
Do you see what I'm saying? I swear, Dan, if we are the same, bro, it should be so normal for you to see someone with my color, with hair like mine, and with my phenotype. It shouldn't be weird. It should be normal. There shouldn't be a bag of, did you Jericho? What did you do? It shouldn't be any of that. You should just be used to it. I'm used to it. You know what? My brother has curly hair, and he came out with a very light skin complexion. No one ever questions him because people think he's mixed race all the time. So no one ever questions him with his hair. He's fully black. My skin is a different skin complexion to my brother's. We've both got curly hair, and no one questions him. You lot with me though. You try me. Can you go a week without any hair products? And you're a man asking me. Oh Lord, have mercy on you guys.
Your hair looks pretty natural.
Can you go a week without any hair products in your hair?
No, they're trolling.
If I don't wash my hair every 3 days, my hair gets dry and my scalp itches too much. It gets too dry and I have to wash it. My hair needs frequent water. That's why it's always in a curly state, because I'm always doing wash and goes. I use conditioner, leave-in conditioner. You have no hair on your head, you're bald, and you're asking me this. But if you want some conditioning tips for your scalp, just let me know, and I guess we can figure some shit out. Innit? Okay, Edu, please finish your point. What? Oh Lord, go on, Edu.
You see, you have this sense of humor. I like the way you do your program. Like, I've been watching you since, and I always come down, watch you, and go away. But what I want to ask you specifically is that when did a British become a black? Because I'm 46 years, I've never seen any British being black. So if you can explain to me.
I do.
Yeah,
I feel like you've I think you don't understand what the prompt is saying. So I need you to clarify. Do you think that I'm saying that that the British are black and that we need the term black British? Is that what you think I'm saying? I need to understand what you think it is I'm saying. And also, it's not that my name is Ghanaian. The reason my name is what it is, if you see it, is because it was a nickname off the back of my actual name. It's like someone who's called Tommy, people will call Tom, or someone called Tommy, a Bobby called Bob, a David is Dave. It's linked to my actual name. That's what happened in school, and it's stuck. It's nothing to do with your community. I know you want it to be, but it's just not. It's really just not. It's like flipping out. It's like you know, I don't know. The word negro means black in Spanish, but they could just be referring to the color at that time. They might not be referring to an actual person in that moment. It's just there's just things that happen, things that are said. There's words like uno and all the rest of it. It's not the same though, is it? Like number one isn't the same as when we say uno, is it? It's just different. Like it's not linked to your community is what my point is. It's just a coincidence that it happens.
Most of us don't even have African names anyway, so I don't know why they think.
It just so happens that the nickname that was given to me off the back of my actual formal name came out as Coley. That's all. It's nothing to do with the community. I know nothing.
Most of us don't even have African names like that, so I don't know why they just think that it's going to be linked to that.
Everything we do and art is still is theirs. Everything can be traced back to them.
Do you have a place in Jamaica called?
Huh?
I don't know, but I do finish. Cause I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know what
he thinks.
Okay, Adu, are you still here, Adu?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just waiting patiently to.
Go ahead.
Yeah, speak my mind.
Can you please just clarify to me what it is you think my point is? Because I think you don't know what my point is, so I need to check.
Yeah, you said that it's black British being used to erase Caribbean identity, isn't it?
Yes.
But I believe that there's nothing like a black British, being that me being a Ghanaian who is in UK now, if I marry my fellow Ghanaian here and we give birth, right? I don't see my son or my daughter being a British, because my descendants,
Oh, I see what you're saying now.
we are Ghanaians, right? The fact that the person was born here doesn't make him a British born, because when you want
He's
to
talking about
identify,
ethnicity. He's confused about nationality.
my brother, can I
He's talking
finish?
about ethnicity and how people identify.
Should I go ahead, my lady?
Yeah, go ahead, Adu.
Yeah, I'm saying that we are being identified as Africans by our color, right, and where we are from. So I don't see the need of somebody saying that there is a black British. I've never heard such a thing before. Maybe it's my first time. I'm here to learn, but I don't see anyone being a black British, because no matter who you are, even if you are holding a British passport, they will ask you of where you are from. So you'll be a Ghanaian, but you are holding a British passport. It doesn't make you a British. That's what I know. So if there's anything far from that, maybe you can let me know who is a black British. Because I can see you have your Jamaican flag there and you still have a British flag there. So which is which?
Carly, can I? He doesn't understand nationality and ethnicity, and he doesn't understand that British doesn't mean English. So for him, you know how a lot of people, they don't understand that British doesn't refer to
with the continents.
So,
Listen,
wait, hold on.
We have Africans, we have Europeans, we have the Asians, right? We have the Caribbeans. Yeah, but the point is, the Caribbeans look similar like us, but they are Caribbeans. No. Listen, don't laugh. We are looking at the skin color.
You're making a mistake. They're British.
It's all mind games.
What? Wait, genuine.
They're ethnically British.
Hold on.
They're
Genuine
not racially
question.
British.
Hold on. Genuine question, because I expect it from the younger people that are doing the dumb shit on the internet. But like when the olders, like yourself say this stuff, I'm like, what makes you do, like, why? What relevance then, should I ask, does it have? Because everyone looks like you. So I want to know now, because everyone with brown skin looks like you. What now then? If you feel that way, everyone looks like you. So what does that mean according to you?
You see, like if we are being categorized, right? And I show my face and you show your face, right? If you don't say that you are from Caribbean, and if I don't say I'm from Africa, right? They'll see us as the same people standing there, unless we are.
You're talking about white tea people?
No, I'm not talking about white tea people, please.
So who are you talking about then?
Yeah.
It's talking about black people.
Listen.
God, can I speak?
Are these lot sick? We can talk. Oh my days, I can't.
Yeah.
No, they don't think you can tell. You never know. It's not possible to know. My thing is, okay, would you mind, because you compared you and me literally just now, so would you mind turning on your camera?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Just click on his picture. Just click on his picture.
Go ahead, turn on your camera, please.
Yeah, this is me.
I can't see you.
Oh, okay, sorry.
This is all mind games, man.
No, it's not a mind game. This is my face.
This is all mind games. Listen, I can't play these.
Yeah, so if you look at me, if you look at me now, what will you say about me? Which race will you put me? Which category will you put me?
I would say I would instinctively say West African, but I just wouldn't know which country necessarily. That's what I'd say.
Yes.
He said race.
Yeah.
What race?
But am I not African?
Africa is not a race.
Yeah, you're African, bro.
Yeah. Am I not
What
African?
race? What race? Africa is not a race. What race?
You're black. We
Yeah,
can tell
I
you're
know.
black.
Don't say that shit.
Forget about my English. Forget about my English. Am I not African? That's what I'm saying. So, if you have the same person like me who is calling himself a black British, will you accept it? Just me and you know that we will all be like, oh, is it not the case?
It's just that you said that no one would tell the difference between yourself and me. And I'm So you don't hold on. So you don't feel no one would tell the difference. Is that what you're saying?
And what's the difference?
Do you know what it is? I don't want to do this, but respectfully, we can tell in it. You might not be able to tell, but we can tell it. It's just like for example, you know what East Africans when you see them, right? You know they have what are we doing? Why are we pretending that you can't tell?
One second, I kind of get the point that he's making.
This is ridiculous.
No, wait, I kind of get the point that he's making.
He's not making any point.
No, 1 second, because the reason why I would say that, because Coley, you actually look like one of my cousins, like literally. So I kind of get the point.
Is your cousin from Ghana?
No, I'm not from Ghana.
Yeah, so what relevance does it have to what he's saying that? Roots asked him and asked him if he's talking about YT people, and he said no.
Oh, I think the point he was making, and correct me.
No, we are talking about Caribbean and Africans, isn't it?
We can't
we don't look the same.
He's confused.
For the most part, we don't look.
I'm not confused.
There are Caribbeans that look like him, right? There are Caribbeans that look like him.
I said
post their pictures,
like me when
you lot come across them, post their pictures, innit? Alright, because you lot always say this, and I can't lie, it's boring. Because when I say, alright, cool,
Caribbeans with tougher hairs than Africa, even.
No. Give examples. Go on, give examples. Go on.
Okay, so
give examples.
Give an example. I can say
you lot are like it gets on my nerves. Like you're always but we all look like bro. Okay, cool. Give examples. Come with evidence.
All right, I'm gonna give an example. Yeah, obviously I don't really want to post my cousin, but
have you seen Shabba Ranks before?
I can say Coley looks like one of my cousins.
Show your cousin.
I don't even know how to do that.
What's your ethnic background, Mr.
He's an Afro-Portuguese guy, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm Palop.
Yeah, what's your cousin? Is she for Angolan?
No.
Where's she from?
Africa. Oh, yeah, the same.
Oh, so your cousin's Angolan as well?
No, not Angolan. West Africa.
Where are you from? Huh?
Bro, this is confusing. This is bare confusion. I can't lie.
Like, where are you from, bro? You said Portugal and where?
I'm Portuguese and Angolan.
I'm from Guinea-Bissau. I'm not.
Oh, Guinea-Bissau. Okay, all right.
Yeah, but anyway, the point I was trying to say is, like, Coley looks like one of my cousins. There's a lot of similarities in her features. Like, obviously.
What is your cousin's mix?
All black.
Oh, these men are not serious. I can't.
Right, do you know what?
Man can't take it.
Nah, they are two black that look.
These men are not serious.
Wait.
Bro, these men are not serious, bro.
Do you know what? I'm gonna put up a picture of my cousin.
Like, all right, it's my turn. Can I talk sense? It's my turn.
Hold on. Wait, everyone stop. The thing is this, Ellie. The reason it's funny and why people are laughing is because we get this talking point all the time. In one conversation, especially for those of you that were here for the very first one, you would have seen the constant East African comments. I've seen the comments. Coley's an East African cosplaying a Jamaican person to exploit Jamaican culture.
Exactly.
Just last week on the live, it was there. Someone said, well, they thought they were humbling me, which was hilarious to me because it's not a humbling.
They were questioning your blackness.
But, you look, hold on. You look Eritrean though, Coley. Yeah. Okay, it's not.
Are you even black?
People, I hear this shit all the time. Now, the thing is this, respectfully. I've seen the East African look for the most part, and when people say you look East African, I understand why, and I don't argue. It's not an issue, right? But then the joke is, especially being in London where I met so many West African people.
You don't think you're like that?
No one ever, not a single person who was West African, ever in my whole experience thought I was West African.
Facts.
Not one. And as soon, hold on. And as soon as I have these conversations now, you're Nigerian, you look this, you look that, even though you can't cope with the hair and you can't cope with the phenotype and all the rest of it. It's actually hilarious. Now, if you show your cousin, that's fine. She just can't have any makeup on her face. She can have lip gloss.
I'll send it to you. I'll try and send it to you personally so you can make the decision.
The thing is, she can't have makeup on. If she's got lip gloss on, I don't mind. But right now, as you can see, I'm barefaced. So if I see makeup, hold on. If I see makeup and I see contouring and I see anything to change the way the phenotype sits on someone's face, you can miss me. I'm not even joking.
Ask him, is he Fulani? Are you Fulani? The guy from Guinea, are you Fulani?
No, I'm not.
Are you Fulani?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Because Fulanis, I will understand.
What tribe are you then? What tribe is
like, I swear down,
That's irrelevant.
I do literally just said that. Hold on. I do literally just said that no one will be able to tell the difference between himself and me. This was before he turned his camera on. So at this point, I feel that people have been extremely disingenuous to make a point that I don't understand. Because it doesn't change the fact that I've acknowledged having African ancestry, but that's still not enough. Now we gotta look exactly the same, and everything we do is yours, and all this weird shit. It's weird. It's just weird. It's weird. Like, why can't you just allow people to have what they have and enjoy what they have? And
exactly.
And then you can work together. You can friend, you can unionize. You can do all these things. But this constant erasure. You don't look like you. You look like me.
Well, host, what can I speak?
Hold on. I'll let you listen to you.
Coley, can I say something?
I do? What I do? Hold on. I'm gonna bring in Rainwater 319. He or she's been waiting for time. So go ahead, Rainwater. Where are you based?
All right.
And what's your ethnic background?
All right, host. I'm based in the UK. I'm from Ghana.
Yeah.
All right. So, I saw the topic and I'm just coming up there.
Okay.
It's Black British.
Wait, mics. Everyone's mics, please. Sorry, I'm hearing.
It's Black British being used to erase Caribbean identity. How can you use Black British to erase Caribbean? Caribbean is not in Britain, so I don't understand that question.
Did you say you're based in Britain?
What?
Yeah.
How long have you been in Britain? Hold on. Show. Sorry. How long have you been in Britain? Someone just said you've been cussing out Caribbeans in the comments. All right, now I've got my eye out. How long have you been in the UK?
Since 98.
Since 98, and you don't understand that we have the racial categories and ethnic identifiers under each racial category in the UK, and for blackness, it's Black British Caribbean and Black British African. You don't know that.
Yes, I know that, but I'm saying, how are you saying Black British is being used to erase Caribbean identity when Caribbean identity, there's different identities that live side by side in the UK.
They're proving once again.
How can we erase your identity?
They're proving that they just don't understand what's going on.
But
the thing is, I think they do. I just think they're playing with me.
No, they don't. No, honestly, honestly, they don't.
Hold on, guys. It's my turn, bro. How are you trying to say that we're copying your language and stuff? How are we erasing your identity? That's what I want to understand.
How long have you been on the live?
I've got a lot of Jamaican friends, so I don't know how we're erasing you. Like, I don't understand.
How long have you been on the live?
I've got Jamaican friends, so he doesn't understand. Man.
Everyone's got Jamaican friends and family.
I grew up.
They sound like white people. They sound like white people.
All right, okay.
How long have you been on the live?
I just want to get a background to the question. That's all I'm asking.
I just want to know how long you've been.
Answer the question, bro, please.
Answer the question.
Probably an hour.
1 hour, and you haven't heard me in
But it's
1
been on and
hour
off.
explain what I'm talking about.
You're not being paying attention then. Okay, got the good.
No, I've been on and off.
I
just want to get a background to that.
I can't. Well, all right, but like it's actually getting long for me to explain this over and over again,
No,
bro.
don't explain it over and over again.
Like I keep explaining it. It's actually getting long, bro. Like at this point, you're done. I'm tired. Sazo Leder, you tried to come up earlier. But your mic was.
Sazo, how are you?
Wait, say that again, Sazo.
Yeah, it's a French way of saying it. It's Sazo le du. It means Sazo the hardest.
Albin.
It means Sazo the hardest.
Yes, it's Albin. Stop even saying that. No, don't even say that.
Sazo le du.
This was the one when I was doing the room. He did the anti-Caribbean room. Do you remember me, Albin?
Who did that, Bruce?
He's been up here before. You still remember Cole?
I love and miss you too.
I told you about him. You had to get him out of here.
He's been up here before.
Yeah, he tried getting cheeky with you.
Did you,
Albin Bo? He
Holy, can we just
he's been up here before.
Was it last week? Was it
Do you remember Albin?
Yeah, it's like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, last week.
Do you remember Albin?
Roots, I love you, Roots. I just need you to know that I love you, Roots. Big up Roots, okay? Big up Roots.
Just watch that. Just watch that, please. Like,
Wait. Hold on. Nonsense. Did I drop him before?
Yeah, you dropped him.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, Coley.
I don't care. No one gets a second chance to read. You don't know that.
Bite the dust, and another one bite the dust.
Like
Yeah, so
as soon as
Coley.
you piss me off and if I'm about to drop you, that's how serious it is. I don't what are we talking about? Next.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coley.
Who we got? Dice?
Yo.
Oh,
Yo,
this is Dice, man.
Background where you based.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah, well, I'm in the UK. My mom is mixed race and my dad is fully black.
What's that? I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm from the giant of Africa, Nigeria. Yeah.
Why them not feed this
And my
one?
mom's Lebanese. Well, half Lebanese.
Boy.
Half Lebanese and half what?
Nigerian.
So you're Nigerian?
What did you do this
Yeah, I'm
morning?
Nigerian. Yeah.
Okay.
Coley, what you do this morning? Boy.
I don't know. I don't know.
Them enough,
Wait,
man.
so
boy.
what's the
Boy.
conversation? Let's have the conversation. What's
Boy,
going on?
boy,
Dice,
boy.
how did you get back up on here again? You know, if you're lucky that she don't have a good memory, you know.
I recognize that.
Yeah, you're trying to throw.
Yes,
I never said it.
yes, she makes you hear the accent.
I never said anything. You see, you guys don't have a conversation. That's mad.
Nonsense is just trying to balance.
They're all coming up.
Why do you not try and come up again though if I've dropped you before? That's just stupid. Like I don't know what you're expecting to happen.
Who's that? Oh. They want to have a convo with you.
Nah, this is funny.
Can I come up?
Hello. Hold on. Majestic. Is it Majestic Glow? I can't see the rest of your name.
Yes, it's Majestic, please.
Majestic. Okay. Ethnic background and where you're based.
I'm a Liberian from West Africa.
Rastafari.
Where are you based?
So, I'm based in the UK, Manchester.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, I'd like to speak to what you guys are talking about the Caribbean. If you can put me on the screen. For me, I like to come with evidence because I want people to understand. You can't force people to agree to what you want them to understand. And I know a lot of Africans don't like, a lot of my people don't, they probably got a problem with me right now because I'm just trying to set the record straight.
Majestic. I almost dropped you, but I'm gonna be patient. Now,
can you please put me on the screen?
Before you speak, if I hear any kind of weird shit, bro, I swear that any of this, you can try to convince people, but we won't let you. And any like protesty type shit, I'll just drop you. You know that.
I'm not protesting anything. I'm here to just set the record straight.
On what?
Align with what you're talking about.
Align with what you're talking. That's how this works. So you tell me what you don't agree with that I've said. That's what.
I'm not disagreeing with you in the first place. I'm just here because I've been hearing my own people from Africa say some certain things, and that's what I'm here for. I'm not here for what you say.
I think she's trying to correct the Africans.
That's what I'm trying to do, and that's why I came with facts. Because I know that we black people, we from Africa, we actually feel like okay, all black people are from Africa, but that is not true.
No. We don't want this. Not all black people come from Africa.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I say it's not true.
That's what she's saying. That's what she's saying.
I said it's not true. And I'm here to prove that. So if you can give me a minute, I can prove that my documentation.
Slow down. Okay,
Thank
slow
you.
down. Keep your ear on. Keep your ear on. Slow down.
Before slavery, there were Caribbeans living in the Caribbean. Let's just clear that up. That was before Africans ever touched the soil of Europe or even and England or the US. And I said the same thing today on another platform about Americans. Before African ever touched America, there were black people there. There were black Indians. There were darker skinned Indians there. So before Africans came to the Caribbean, there were Caribbeans. What color were they? They were like olive green color down to brown skin. So yes, not all Caribbeans are African descendants.
Thank you.
Because there were people on the Caribbean before slaves came. So it's good to do your research as an African. Take the scenario out of your mind. All the black people that live abroad are from Africa. That's a lie. And that's the biggest lie we have told ourselves as a continent. I'm just here to correct it, honey, not to make confusion or anything. I hate to see how people acting ignorant.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Well said. Thank you.
Yeah, you can't say that though, because then
I'll leave now. And if they want more evidence, just go to Google and write who were living in the Caribbean before slavery. And they're gonna tell you their pictures and everything.
They don't like that.
Can I just quickly say something?
You can't even talk about that shit without it being deemed anti-African. It's actually just weird.
Can I say something?